Hello, my name's Peter Cook. It's lovely to be here presenting some musical ideas for you. So I've been asked to put together some musical challenges for you to do whilst you're at home. So my first musical challenge for you is simply to listen. To really think about what listening is and what it means to you. And to do that, I want you to make a listening journal. So a listening journal is just like a diary, something that you keep a record of all the things that you've listened to. And those sounds that you listen to can be anything. They can be music that you normally listen to. What is it that you're listening to and why do you like it? Or it could be just sitting outside in the garden or going to a park and listening really carefully to all those sounds that are around you. It could be listening to the sound of a car or a motorbike going past and really noticing what's happening to that sound. And that's the important thing, because with listening, we're really thinking about what you notice about that sound. So when you're thinking about sound or music, you're really noticing things. So I'd like you to just write down every day perhaps one of the things that you're listening to and say a bit about it. So think about these questions. Okay, so the first question is, what is making the sound? It's just about recognizing what it is. Is it a singer? Is it a guitarist? Is it birds in the garden? What is it? It could be a tiny little sound like the clink of a teacup against a saucer, or the clink of a knife on a plate, whatever it is. But what is it about that sound? Notice how the sound changes. Does the sound get longer? Is it a short sound? Do you think it's a high sound? Do you think it's a low sound? Really sort of try and notice scientifically, what is that sound? What would it look like? Okay, can you sing it back? Is it the sort of sound where you can sing it back? Is there something that you like about that sound or that music which inspires you to create something yourself? So it might be that by listening to a piece of music you're inspired to draw something, or you're inspired to write something, or you're inspired to make up your own song perhaps based on it. What is it that you really like about that music, and what does it inspire you to do? So that's the things that I really want you to think about this week. It's a musical diary, and I'm going to do the same, so I'm going to have a go at doing that as well, and all the things that I really like listening to, and I'm going to write them down. As well as all of that, I'm going to also give you a piece of music to listen to, and I'm going to choose all sorts of different pieces of music. Some pieces that I really like, some pieces that I've never heard of before, and we're going to listen to them each week, and then next week we'll have a little think about what was important about those pieces. So the piece I really want you to listen to this week is a piece, it's quite a famous piece for violin and orchestra, and it's called The Lark Ascending. So the lark is a bird that flies high up in the sky, and it sings all the time that it is flying. So it never stops singing whilst it's flying. It's an amazing creature, the lark. So you could find out about the lark. Ascending just means going up. So it's about the bird just going up into the air and singing this amazing song and never stopping. It's a piece by a famous composer, an English composer called Ralph Vaughan Williams, and it was written around the time of the First World War, so around 1914 to 19 or something like that. It was probably finished. And the best way to listen to that and to find out about it, I think, if you've got a computer, is to go to BBC 10 Pieces. So I'm going to share my screen now and show you what that page will look like. So here we go. Let's see if I can do this. I'm learning as well. I'm sharing the screen. Here we go. So you should be able to see that page there on my computer screen. So here, this is the BBC. If you just put BBC 10 Pieces, The Lark Ascending, like that, there it is there. But I will send a link as well that hopefully your teacher will put up next to this film. So the piece of music I want you to listen to this week is called The Lark Ascending. It's introduced by someone called Molly Rainford, who you might recognise, and it's played by this wonderful violinist called Nicola Benedetti, Nicola Benedetti, who's this fabulous violin player. So have a really good listen to that. Let's come back to you. There we go. I hope you've understood all of that and you know what to do. Your challenge is to write a musical journal or musical diary of the things that you find really fascinating about listening, and to also listen to that piece, The Lark Ascending, which you can find by going to BBC 10 Pieces and find The Lark Ascending, and you'll find that page I've just shown you. Okay, have fun. See you next week.